because you'd run out of them. So please, huge round of applause for Lauren Moore!
My ping pong show is later. So no ping pong balls just yet, okay? Alright, thank you. Hi, I'm Lauren Buck, and that's B-U-C-K. Now, I was never bullied for my surname at school, which I think was a missed opportunity. Yeah, until one boy came up to me right at the end of sixth form and said, "You know what, Lauren? Buck off." I said, "Babe, your surname is Rimmer." Yeah. What an asshole. So I'm what you call middle class poor. Woo! I have the voice of someone that sounds like they own horses. I have the bank balance of someone who bets on them. Yeah, but I am asset rich, guys. Yeah, and I hear you scream. How do you get so asset rich, Lauren? Well, burger, chips, and pizza. Yeah, I invested very well. Started redistributing my wealth to my thighs. It's going very well, thank you very much. Thanks for asking. Now, I didn't need no finance bro to help me with my investments. Do we all know what a finance bro is?
Yep.
6'5", plus fund, blue eyes. Yeah, they're all called Tarquin or Hugo or Boris. And they go, yeah, sell. Yeah, they all seem to wear the same blue gilet. I met one in the wild. He was called Rupert, of course. And I said, "How did you get the blue gilet, Rupert? Did you have to do a certain amount of lines of coke? How many baggies did you need to do? How many prostitute sex workers did you sleep with? And how much embezzlement fraud have you committed?" He looked at me very upset and said, "I'm going to talk to my daddy." I was like, "All right, Malfoy, calm down." And there's a lot of them in the city of London. It's like someone selected one of them and went Control-C, Control-V, Control-C, Control-V, Control-C, Control-V, Control-C, Control-V, Control-C, Control-V, Control-C, Control-V. Or, for the older people in the audience, right-click, copy, right-click, paste. Sorry, that is a little bit triggering for me because my old housemates, awful at tech. Lovely couple. Jeff and Tracy sound like swingers from Essex. They're my parents. Yeah, my mum Googles Google in the Google search bar. My dad only responds with the thumbs up emoji to literally everything. You relate, can't relate. Yeah, he asked me if I could help him rotate a photo. I said, "Just rotate your phone." He just rotated himself. On multiple occasions, I would just be chilling in my room and I'd hear, "Lauren!" And I would just pretend that I had expired. "Lauren!" "Yeah?" "The internet's gone." "Where's the internet gone?" "I don't know, maybe it packed its cables in a bag and fucked off to Spain. Like everyone else." "Have you checked behind the sofa with the Sky remote and my hopes and dreams?" Yeah, it was weird living with my parents in the 30s. It was like living with grown-up toddlers. I was their emotional support animal, their live-in therapist, and their 24-hour IT specialist. Yeah, that was their subscription service. When I moved out, my mum was actually devastated. She was like, "Who will help me with my passwords?" Maybe just remember them. I don't know, maybe. I mean, it was all good training because my new boyfriend's a little bit older than me, and obviously I'm going to be his carer one day.
Hi, babe.
Hey. He's already got me reading the back of packets because his eyesight is failing. Which is fine, because when my moustache starts growing in, he can't tell. Yeah. And I don't know what happens, I don't know what age happens when you lose the filter. You become a toddler again, no filter, all confidence. I went to see my nan at the weekend, and she went, "You've put on weight. Would you like some cake?" Make it make sense. And do you find that they have to go through this like Rolodex of people in their head before they get to the person they actually want the attention of? Yeah, hard relates, yeah. Okay, it's like Emily, Adam, Scott? Who's Scott? Alexa, Lauren. The funny thing is, Alexa will answer before I do. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. I'm like, yeah, me neither. Sorry, I didn't quite catch it. Yeah, I get the point, Alexa. Sorry. And shut up! Just shut up. They always intervene when you don't want them to, don't you? You're having a conversation, you're like, I'm so sorry. Siri's like, sorry, I didn't quite catch that. I'm like, not the time, Siri, not the time. Yeah, they go through this. It's like watching Windows 95 buffer up when you're trying to find all of those things. But I love my family, I really do love my family. They're absolutely chaotic. But I did manage to survive a holiday with them last year. It was a lovely holiday until it was time to come home. I didn't realise we were flying back through the worst storm of 2025. Yeah, that was interesting. And it was interesting to see how every one of my family members dealt with that differently. So my brother-in-law sat by the window. He doesn't like flying at the best of times, so he was doing his very British impression of the stiff upper lip. I could just see him recoiling like a snail into a shell. And I was like, I think he's shitting himself. My sister's next with her baby in her arms, and she's going, Alakanama nama na tua tua alakanamen, Alakanama nama na tua tua alakanamen, Fiero. Sorry, wrong show. She's like basically exorcising the turbulence out of the plane. My niece, fast asleep. I mean, how dare she fall asleep during my near-death experience? How rude. Then there's Scott. Don't know who the fuck Scott is, just someone. And my mum, she's holding my sister's hand over Scott and holding my hand, and she's like, nobody is gonna kill my family on this flight! She doesn't talk like that, it's just in my head, that's what she's like. Yeah, she'd be the sort of person, she'd see a terrorist, she'd be like, Oi! Plackety! And she would jab them with her Ozempic pen. And then there was me, serene. Guys, it's just hair pressure changes. Then I had a full-blown panic attack. I'm sobbing. My knuckles are white from holding on so much. The woman next to me is fanning me with her in-flight magazine like I'm Beyonce on tour. Everyone starts being sick. They're screaming. Someone's praying. I go, oh my God, this is the end, isn't it? I reach for my phone and I think I'm going to have to send a message. I'm going to have to say the bye message to my boyfriend. And I'm like, hey baby, I don't think I'm going to make it. I just wanted to say that I love you and I forgive you for being a dickhead at times. And I'm sorry if I'm a little bit overdramatic. Oh, could you delete my search history? And if I do die and they find the body and the phone, just destroy it. That would be lovely. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah. As I go to press send, I don't have to. Thank God, because he's going to rip the shit out of me if he gets that message. I'm still alive. We land, and then I hear this noise from the back of the plane. And I think, thank God I didn't die surrounded by these cunts. Yeah, it was a lovely holiday. A bit hot. I don't know if you can relate, any ample-bosomed people. Yeah, it gets a bit sweaty, a bit swampy. So swampy, in fact, that Shrek would probably want to move in. And he would pop up and say, have a Shrek-tacular day! And Kieran would be there in my boobs, apparently. Like, it's okay. Well, there we go. That's a party that everybody doesn't need to know. It's all right. It's okay having big boobs. Everyone thinks you're being sexy all the time. They're just trying to escape. Yeah, I went braless in the summer because it was just too much effort, and they were like, woohoo! It was like they were on spring break. Yeah. If I run down the stairs, they applause. Which is fine. Because I do need that constant validation. And it wasn't all bad when I was dating. They were a good weapon for dating. Weapons of mass distraction. Don't tell Trump. because I can't have him using my boobs against Greenland or Putin or something like that. That's just ridiculous. Imagine, I've got the new weapon and I'm just there like, hi, how's everyone doing? We could just chat this out, couldn't we? Yeah. No, it wasn't all bad. I tried lots of different ways of dating. I had friends with benefits, friends without benefits, friends on benefits. None of it worked. It was rough, and not the good kind of rough, not the choke me and pull my hair rough. It was the crying at 3 a.m. in McDonald's over a 47-year-old skater boy who would only hang out with me when it rained. He was a skater boy. He said, actually, I'm not really looking for commitment. I actually quite like being alone and you're just in the way. Yeah, I relate. My new boyfriend can relate to that too. Yeah. And it was weird because I was at an age where I could date the dad or the son, like a sexy time traveller or a sexy Doctor Who, if you would. And I come with my own TARDIS, but it's smaller on the inside and more magical and wondrous. And I use my sonic screwdriver. I go, sorry. Call me meaning to a weeping angel. Good job, my new boyfriend's a Doctor Who fan. Yeah, he loves the weeping angel. Anyway, yes, so I now live in the Midlands. As you can tell, I'm not a local. Yes. I have had my initiation. I now live in Nottingham. And I've had my initiation into Nottingham. I've been to the Goose Fair. Has anyone else been to the Goose Fair? I've got some nods, yeah. I've had the mushy peas with the mint sauce, which is interesting. I've had the cock on a stick, yeah. And now I live in a little village just outside Nottingham where everyone is aggressively nice and keeps offering me a cob. So I don't know what's food and what's foreplay anymore. They all say, "Hey up, duck." At first I thought they were just pronouncing my surname wrong. I said, no, it's B-U-C-K, Buck. And then I realised that they wanted me to get out of the way, and then I realised my boyfriend explained that it was just a greeting. And I was like, okay. He likes to reply to a lot of things by saying sound. Sound. And I'm like, cool, yeah, that's how words work. I make sounds, you make sounds, and that's kind of how we have a conversation. Yes. But yeah, so I moved in with him. I moved there for a boy. I thought I would be an independent woman, but apparently I'm just desperate to be loved. Yeah. That's fine, you don't have to pay me. Yeah, so that's interesting. I thought I didn't realise when I moved in with him that how annoying I am. Yeah, I thought I was whimsical and delightful. Yeah, I'm just a glitter cannon with noise. And I'm always in the way. And I said, no babe, it's just presence. I'm just presence. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's interesting because I'm all sunshine and happiness and he is darkness. He is like a sexy Dracula. Yeah. He lives like he's trying to not attract predators. I moved in and I was like, oh my God, you've been burgled! He said, no, this is just how I live. Right, okay, cool. Yeah, and his cat hates me. That's interesting. She probably can tell I'm a bit of a cocker spaniel. Like they'll come in and she'll be there and I'm like, oh my God, hi sweet princess, look at this pillow fort I made for you, isn't it amazing? It's a story about redemption. And she's just looking at me like, you're in my chair with my man in my house and you dare to breathe. She gives me so much side eye, it's like when I give my receipts to my accountant on the 30th of January. Yeah. And she's obsessed with butter. Now, I don't know if you know about this, but butter is not good for cats. Like, it's pancreatitis in a wrapper. And for some reason, she just likes to eat butter. And now my boyfriend's a very good cook. He's chef level. That means that nothing gets put away and all the ingredients just stay out. And no one does the washing out. And she decided to go to town on a 225 gram slab of butter. She ate 175 grams of it. Yeah, that is pancreatitis. I came out of the bedroom in the morning and I walked into a crime scene, vomit, regrets and no remorse. Like, she's so obsessed with butter and fats that it was my boyfriend's birthday earlier this year and I had got him a little cake and I put a little candle in it and I literally turned my back for 1 second. She's licking the cake. She's now on fire. because she is so obsessed with eating dense fats that she just wanted to go. So I'm coming in the lounge with her in one arm, the cake in the other, going, happy birthday to you. And then the cat's like, I'm very burnt. I was like, happy birthday! But it's fine. They both keep me very grounded, mainly because I keep tripping over all of his stuff. But yeah, it's amazing. And thank you so much for coming out to our show tonight. It's been absolutely amazing. I hope you had a great time. I'm going to welcome back Kieran Shea.